Hermeneutics is the interpretation of Scripture, and there are many different schools of hermeneutical thought, but they all attempt to answer the following questions. How do we understand the text? How do we interpret Scripture? What does this passage mean? There is the hermeneutical composite. This method considers who, what, when, where, and why. There is also the normal literal historical approach. What did the author say? What did the author mean? What does this mean to us? Which is the same as the plain meaning. There is the allegorical interpretation. The text must be interpreted in a spiritual way, or in a figurative way, or in a symbolic way. But there is the traditional interpretation, where the Roman Catholic, or the Greek Orthodox, or the Protestant, or the Jewish tradition must be emphasized. The Transcendental School is non-traditional. Free thinkers who are suspicious of tradition and who are critical of previous interpretations. There is the Christocentric approach that embraces the challenge of finding Christ in every verse. The atomistic method is done in the following way. Each part is very carefully analyzed, and then all these parts are resynthesized into a complete understanding. Scripture interprets Scripture simply means that the Bible alone can provide the meaning of the passages. A balanced hermeneutic applies each division of theology in turn to the text of interest. Bibliology, theology, angelology, anthropology, soteriology, ecclesiology, and eschatology are all considered in turn. Their grammatical investigation is done in the original Greek, where each word is carefully parsed and each sentence is very carefully diagrammed. Principle and application is unique in that a whole range of necessary implications, probable, possible, improbable, and impossible implications are considered. The new hermeneutic is the final one where the reader doesn't interpret the Scripture, rather it is Scripture that interprets the reader. And now we have tools for a toolbox for biblical exegesis.